Alright guys, so we got some Legacy Cube coming. I'm excited. I don't know about you guys. What's up, Sifa? Hey, Dan. Hey. What's up, you guys? Just need 3 more people. We're doing Swiss. So let's just go over the updates to the cube real quick together as a team. So basically, they cut a lot of the mana rocks. Those are actually all but gone. So basically, green is like you have to be actually green to ramp. Is basically what she was talking about. This, of course, was written by Melissa Detour. So basically, yeah, that was one of the big changes. Is the only ramp is in green now. She also added like a Zombardment build. So as you see, there's Goblin Bombardment, Blood Artist, and Zula Cutthroat. So there's a like an Aristocrats esque deck, even a High Market got added. So these are the big changes. Like she threw in Gideon. The new confluences from the new commander are in. So like Righteous. The blue confluence, Mystic. So all the new confluences are in. Gideon's in. This is what's leaving. We're not really going to miss these cards, I don't think. So we're losing these cards for blue, but gaining things like threads. Okay. I don't know about Part the Water Veil. I guess you will get to cast that in this format? No. That makes the Opters. This thing seems good. Alright, so Corpse Dance is leaving, so Instant Reanimator is leaving. You know, Shallow Grave is gone. That's an instant speed reanimate, and so is Corpse Dance. They're both gone, but we're getting kind of like an Aristocrats, as you can see, Nantuko Husk, Blood Throne, Blood Artist, the Black Confluence, Zula Cutthroat. So all of these things, you know, Viserys Seer, all of these things in a new Planeswalker, all of these things fuel, most of these things fuel an Aristocrats build. Not many changes to red except for she added Goblin Bombardment. Okay, our draft started. Sweet. Yeah, basically your only ramp is going to be in green. They like look at this. All of these things got cut. Basalt Monolith, Chrome Mox, Worn Power Stone. All of this ramp is just gone. Been replaced with some other stuff. Anyway, let's jump in and pick the best. So we got a minute. Okay, so things that jump out at me, Jace, Farseek, because the ramp in this is very limited. It's only in green. Hangerback can go in pretty much anything we build. So it might be just Hangerback Walker, because I don't really, nothing in this pack really jumps out at me. You like just snap pecking the Jace, snap picking Jace. Dan, we could force ourselves into blue, pack 1. Yeah, we could. I also think Hangerback's not a terrible pick because, you know, again, the only ramp's in green. I mean, Jace is a premium card. I think it's between Jace and Hangerback. I don't know if I want to build blue, Dan. I'm going to take the more flexible card, which is the Hangerback Walker for 2 mana. Legionnaire can go in any deck. A Darkar Wastes. Like, I think I want to take Fixing. Dark Confidant, solid. I think in this pack, it's between... Dungeon Geist is also actually really nice in this format. You could take the Legionnaire. This can go in any deck. You can take the Factory Elbow. What's up, Shade? So factory is actually going to hurt us in terms of colors, whereas things like wastes, tomb, falls actually will help our colors. Confidant's solid. This is certainly pickable. Um, you could take the safer pick, which is a land or the Porcelain Legionnaire, fixing your prime time, says Dan. Yeah, I just don't know what colors at this juncture I want to go. And let's see, let's think about it. Like in a pack or two, we'll know what colors are being passed or what are being picked majorly. You know, sometimes it takes more than that many picks. I'm actually going to go with the Legionnaire. I know that's the boring pick, but it's the safe pick. It's another 2-drop we can cast no matter what color we go. That's the safe pick. It's boring. We can take it to Summit. Let's see. Mother of Runes is very strong. Nothing else really here interests me except for maybe the Reanimate. I still feel like Reanimate is a really strong archetype to be in this format. Not that it has great synergy with what we picked so far. You played Cube Game earlier, went 2-1. Oh yeah, it's very different. Confluence or Mom. I do like Mother of Runes. You think it's the Fiery Confluence? See, this is a red spell though. You really have to be committed to red to pick the Confluence. I see Mom being sweet. Mom makes the Porcelain Legionnaire, like a late draw Porcelain Legionnaire, not cost us life points. And my first 2 picks have been dudes that would benefit from Mother of Runes. There's plenty of white in this pack too, so maybe white is open. Let me blow this up. Hang on. There we go. Can I make this bigger too? Yes. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. Now you guys can actually freaking see. Sorry. And again, just because we picked Mom doesn't mean we have to force it. Weird. Why do my Planeswalkers not have pictures? That's weird. Probably a Windows 10 thing. Could take the Temple. Lighting Greaves is going to go in any. You could take the Mentor, but I don't know how great Mentor is in this format. Ratchet Bomb is flexible. Oh, you know, Parallax Wave is actually kind of cool in this format, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, Parallax Wave is actually really neat. This thing is neat. Temple, Mana Confluence, Martial Coup. Oblivion Ring seems solid, actually, since we're pretty determined to be white. Oblivion Ring seems like premium removal in this format. It hits all the problematic permanents that we need to hit, doesn't it? I think I'm making a pretty strong case here for the Oblivion Ring. You like Fact or Fiction? Yeah. Fact or Fiction is sweet. But then again, I mean, Oblivion Ring. Like, we're already, like, pushing pretty hard into white. I don't know if we're going to have a second color just yet. I feel like the O-Ring is just really flexible. You could take the fixing, but I'm going to take the O-Ring. Okay, so Karmic Guide. Sin Collector, if you want to get into black. Here's an Exhume. It looks like the Reanimate deck is very much open. Like, we saw Reanimate going around. We see an Exhume going around. And again, we could just take the removal. You could take the Firebolt. You know, start to go in a little bit red. We are a little aggressive, right? Legionnaire, Mother, Walker. You'd like just slamming the Karmic Guide. Yeah, it is really solid. It's a lot of value. Guide is pretty good. Again, I don't know what colors we're in yet. Definitely looking to build white. Looks like white's really open. I mean, here's a Gideon, here's a Righteous Confluence. I think both of which, since it looks like we want to go white, that's the second white card we've picked. So it looks like we're definitely, it looks like red's open too, so maybe we're going to go like red-white. Again, trying to read the signals from what's going around the table. Notice that this pack is like devoid of blue outside of Visit Charm, and that's also a red spell. You like the Righteous Confluence here? So I can have a Gideon or I can have 3 2/2s. They do have Vigilance. I kind of want the Gideon. Seeker, Honor, Cave of Koilos. Cave fixes. I mean, I don't think anybody else is picking the Honor or the Seeker, but they may pick them over the other junk that's in this pack. You know, do we really want the caves so bad? I did see some nice black going around that would prompt me to take caves, but then again, you know, Seeker's fine, Honor's fine. You like grabbing the Honor of the Pure? I'd almost rather just have a threat, Dan. I think it's either Cave or Seeker. I'm gonna take the fixing because it looks like black's kind of open. See, there's a Seer. Banish a Priest, Faith's Fetters. Priest is solid. Shade says nothing is gonna wheel here. So I think, and I was right in thinking that red is open. I remember saying that earlier. Like Lava Man is solid. Faith's Fetters is flexible, but then again, it's basically kind of like another O-ring effect. I almost want the Banisher Priest, since we are in white-white. This is premium removal in this format. It's removal that's also committing to the board. Let's take the Priest. Vanguard Wheel. I mean, yeah, like it looks like red-white's very open. Wastes or Vanguard. I mean, I think Vanguard makes the most sense of what I'm building. I don't want to play against Dungeon Guys. Mishra's Factory also could be solid if we're not going very many colors. If we're just going to be white and maybe splash a second color, Factory is really solid. I'm gonna go Vanguard though, but Factory was a good pick there as well. Journey or Kami. So do we either want more removal or do we want the ability to have a bear that destroys enchantments? I think I want the Journey. Okay, Mentor came back around. Okay. So Mentor came back. I mean, we've got a very nice white base here. We could go a lot of directions with. I think you just take the Mentor. All right, Coup, or do we want a removal spell? Or it's either Bolt or Martial Coup here. I can't really see wanting Boar's Charm unless we're worried about a sweeper. I think Martial Coup is just, in a lot of ways, better. Crusade came back. Unless you want the Mogus's Marauder, I could see Crusade being nice. I don't know if we're going to run it, unless we get like some maybe token generation. Firecraft came around. Okay. I think we've got a really nice white base. We could go more controlling or what have you. So first picks in this, we noticed that red is really open. There's actually, it's reasonable to actually consider the Foundry. I don't think that people are going to pick the Champion of the Parish. I think that probably can come around. Maybe Fiend Hunter will come around. Things that aren't going to come back around, Lily. She's not going to come back around. Remand probably won't. Looks like there's somebody forcing blue really hard. Some of this fixing might disappear. Again, the Sacred Foundry is really nice for us because it looks like red's pretty open. You like the Foundry as well? Yeah, I think Foundry lets us start to get more into red. I don't think we're going to run Exquisite Firecraft, but we know that red's pretty open. So a Sacred Foundry would be really, really nice fixing. Again, we did pick a Caves of Koilos, so we could also maybe consider getting into black. I just think Sacred Foundry is where we want to be. In this pack anyway, and probably hope to wheel Fiend Hunter, maybe Champion of the Parish. Let's go Foundry. And Champion, again, like some of these creatures aren't, humans. So, how good is Champion? There's a Condemn. There's an Arid Mesa. Condemn probably won't come back around. I'm sure there's at least one other white mage at the table. Gather the Townsfolk, we could hope to wheel, and then maybe we consider the Crusade. I think it's the Condemn. I mean, Arid Mesa is really nice, but you think it's the Arid Mesa, Dan? Really? Well, I guess we do have some creature removal. Let's see, Journey, Banisher, O-Ring, Parallax. This one's actually mass creature removal. Martial Coup counts as well. You're saying take the Mesa and start to really benefit from the fact that there doesn't seem to be a lot of red being drafted? That's reasonable.